Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for choosing our show. Now, a few hours ago, the Naivasha lawmaker Jane Kihara was arrested. Apparently, she failed to appear or obey summons from the DCI because she had been summoned for what the DCI called incitement and undermining a public officer. So after failing to obey those summons, she was arrested. Now, funny enough, she live streamed the arrest in her Facebook page. And this is what she wrote: dozens of police officers are currently at my Gushu home to arrest me. Now, in her summon, the DCI wrote the following: that I have reasons to believe that you, Honorable Jane Kihara Wanjiku, MP Naivasha constituency, are connected to the offenses or have information that can assist me in my investigations. So she was summoned. But in her reply through lawyer Njerundegwa, she said the days of intimidating leaders using the criminal justice system are gone. Summoning me to DCI headquarters tomorrow will not change Kenyans' resolve, because it's not about Jane Kihara, but about our country, Kenya. So she replied and said, hakuna kitu tawasaidia nayo, hata mkinishika haitawasaidia, do the right thing. So this is how things went after she failed to appear before the DCI.
Tunakuombea madam. Tunakuombea. Don't worry, tutapigana hadi mwisho. Hii ndio serikali nilipigania. Inanishika sasa.
What are the allegations? What are the allegations?
Now, Jane Kihara is saying that she doesn't know anything to do with the allegations, and she reported to Naivasha police station and then taken to the DCI headquarters in Nairobi. Now, she says she's not aware of anything that could connect her to incitement or undermining a state officer. But many people feel that this is the video of the clip or what she said that might have triggered the arrest.
Ameenda na kinyume. Ameenda kinyume ya kila kitu aliahidi. Your Excellency, the youth of this country hate you. They hate you. Ulizunguka Kenya hii ukiwaambia bottom up. Kazi ni kazi. What you are doing now, unawachimbia kaburi. Unawachimbia kaburi. Tumeona unajaribu sana. Unajaribu kukasirika sana. Ruto, listen to yourself when you are telling the police to shoot the youth kwa miguu. Listen to yourself as the president of this country. Ukisema ashutiwe, apelekwe hospitali, akiendanga kotini. Look at a mad president.
If you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, this is purely politically motivated arrest. You know, Jane Kihara has been a thorn in the flesh to William Ruto. In 2022, she's the group that rejected Uhuru Kenyatta, their own son, and they decided to follow the Tanga. They campaigned for this government. That's why she was crying there. Hii serikali tulipigania na sasa inaniwinda. But Jane Kihara, this is the first time she's getting at loggerheads with the government. There was a time she complained that Ruto's government had withdrawn her security. That was just a few days after Ongondowere died, and she was really scared because these officers are used to security. So there's a lot of intimidation going on. And if you ask me, there is nothing. For example, what Jane Kihara was saying, that William Ruto has lost touch with the Wananchi because William Ruto is now giving shooting orders. I don't think that is tantamount to undermining a state officer. The DCI is selectively applying laws, because if we have to look at people who have said or pronounced inflammatory orders or statements, then you would really start by people like the former Deputy Speaker Farah Malim had said that if he was in Ruto's shoes, he would have crushed Gen Zs. There are people who have really made inflammatory statements, but since they are not coming from Ruto's side, they are let free, because that is how our government works. And I remember William Ruto used to complain when he was the deputy president and they had fallen out with his boss, former boss Uhuru Kenyatta. He was complaining that the people who had sworn allegiance to him were being frustrated by the criminal justice system, by the police, by the DCI. Rigathi Gachagua then used to say that the DCI used to really walk into his house very early in the morning. And William Ruto said and promised Kenyans that that was a thing of the past. He was not going to entertain intimidating his opponents or competitors using the police. That's what exactly he's doing. And so this is only meant to intimidate and to create fear among those who are following Rigathi Gachagua, or those who feel that they want to switch camps, or they want to swear allegiance to Rigathi Gachagua's political ideologies. Lakini, let me tell you something. The more you intimidate people and you think you are creating fear, the more you strengthen them. Hii gari la Gachagua itajaa because the train has left. I know there are people who still fear. They are waiting for the right moment to jump ship. But this will not intimidate these members of parliament. Let me tell you. It is not about the members of parliament. It is about the people of Kenya who have resolved that you're a one-term president. So if he wants to arrest people, he will arrest all the Kenyan citizens in their millions who are saying one term. And you see, I have a feeling that these people are going round and round, but their main target is Rigathi Gachagua. The main target is Rigathi Gachagua. Just like Uhuru could not attempt to apprehend William Ruto, he could only frustrate him through people like Fred Matiang'i reducing and downsizing his security details. But never once did Uhuru try or attempt to arrest William Ruto. And that's the same thing that will happen here. You can never touch Rigathi Gachagua. I've seen people like Kimani Ichung'wah, the majority leader, and his counterpart, the minority leader, Junet Mohamed, calling for the arrest of Rigathi Gachagua. It will not happen. They are also arresting people, the followers of Rigathi Gachagua, just to show them there's a show of might that we can arrest you and there's nothing that your boss will do. In politics, it's an ego kind of war that you can make noise, we will arrest you, but Gachagua will not help you. And they're also showing Gachagua, we can arrest your people and there's nothing you can do, you just make noise. But as I said, the bottom line is that the people are united and they have resolved that we will not be intimidated. It's not about these leaders. I don't know what you think, but this kind of politically motivated arrest will take us nowhere. Will you arrest everyone in 2027 when they decide to speak loudly on the ballot? If you want to know the characteristics of a failed state, they militarize the state now. Jana, watoto wamepelekwa industrial area, they are being charged with terrorism. I mean, here, wabunge wanashikwa, watoto wanauawa. They just want to create confusion, maybe creating fear. And they also want us to forget, or this is a diversionary tactic so that we don't speak about the main issues. We start talking about the arrest of our leaders and our children. But as I always end, a luta continua.